Okay, so today we're going to start our coverage on Bethesda's upcoming new IP, Starfield. There is no official release date right now, and the game has been delayed once already to the first half of 2023. The speculation is, of course, that the game is freaking huge, and they want it to be as finished and polished as possible. I mean, who wants another cyberpunk fiasco, right? But given Bethesda's history with Fallout and Skyrim, it's absolutely inevitable that modders will come in and fix the things that Bethesda can't before release. In fact, they're probably banking on it given how adamant Todd was when he talked about mod support. Now, we don't have a lot of information to really understand how some of the smaller details of the game will work, but in this video, I want to talk about one particular problem. Have you ever heard of the game No Man's Sky?
When I do, I really need you to keep in mind, to understand that every one of these points of light is a sun. And every one of those suns has its own solar system with planet-sized planets orbiting around it. Those have life, ecology.
And it's not just this planet, it's all the planets in the system. From barren but resource-heavy ice balls to Goldilocks planets with life. And not just this system, but over 100 systems. Over 1,000 planets, all open for you to explore.
Starfield is going to have around 1,000 planets, and I think everyone understands that there's no way Bethesda can make each of them as interesting with cities, colonies, quests, and stuff to harvest and discover. Some players are worried that when they're done with the campaign that they said is about 30 to 40 hours long, that there isn't going to be much else to do other than side quests. But even that will still leave much of the space available in the game empty. I was thinking about this problem and I realized that this is going to be a modder's paradise. Fallout 4 and Skyrim have their fair share of mods to make the world feel more full and accessible. These mods usually make previously inaccessible doors open up to handcrafted rooms and dungeons to give players things to explore made by modders. However, there are a few mods that are so massive that they've been called DLC-sized mods. Fusion City Rising is a DLC mod for Fallout 4 that introduced a new questline, factions, monsters, companions, areas, story elements, and a vault. Imagine what modders will be able to do with an entire empty planet at their disposal if they have the dedication to work with it, and then multiply that by 1,000. The ability to choose some out-of-the-way planet and create something special there for players to mod in and enjoy it sounds like a very interesting opportunity to me. The same could be said for player homes, since we're going to be able to build an outpost and the gameplay trailer hints that we can buy a house. Building parts and structures are always modded when given the chance, and players like myself who like building things are going to download more mods than they should. Outpost and home details are sparse right now, but I hope we can create multiple outposts. That'll create the opportunity for players to be crazy or stupid enough to try and build an outpost on every planet. Like and sub to the channel if you want to see if I actually try to do this. The problem this presents is that for some content creators, they'll have to invest the majority of their time into Starfield, if it's good, and some review channels have already said this emptiness could be a problem for them, and that's completely fair. I mean, their focus is usually for the main game, its story and functionality, maybe some of their side quests, and then later on when they're desperate for content, mods, right? It's not often that they'll talk about mods when reviewing the game. While it's a fair criticism to say the game should be fine on release without mods, you need to remember that this is Bethesda. Mods are what make their worlds better and give them the longevity that is rivaled only by MMOs or games with very entertaining gameplay for Twitch. I don't think I worded that well, but I hope you get what I'm saying. Either way, I'm excited for more details to drop for the game, just like everyone else, and as a coconut from space, the prospect of a sci-fi game with a decent amount of longevity, there is no way I shouldn't try to talk about it. So next time we'll talk about the spaceships, modding, and buildings, as much as I can anyway, so look forward to that. Until then, I'm Space Coconut, and you're welcome.